in the Alabama versus Tennessee game, and that's all I care about. So, real quick, the write up for the cards for tomorrow, which will be 10/19/2025. It's on Facebook, it's on Patreon, it's on Instagram, it's on Patreon, it's on Patreon. Heal and Reveal on Patreon. I would love it if you join me over there so that I can get off of here. But I did a live over there yesterday, and again, I'm still trying to learn the system. The volume was very low, so I'm doing my live over here tonight, not only for visibility sake, but so I can try and tweak some things as far as what's going on with the audio on Patreon. So real quick, 10/19/2025, choosing to empower the systems of control. You can only expect to benefit from the system of control, but for so long before either the system turns on you or what the system has under subjugation and domination decides to change the tide. And something everybody already knows, it's a shitty situation when you are in something that thrives off of the teeter totter effect instead of balance. And you have to be careful with that. If you're always working for something that is really subject to conditions, you don't have security, even when you're lying to yourself about it. So 10/19, where the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun card, and the Year of Control, also the Year of the Snake in Chinese astrology. The Year of the snake lies to you. The snake is the grand deceiver if you want to start playing biblical bullshit. It's a deceiver. So I've chosen to give my power, the sun, the power source, to what's already deceived me. What's deceived you? The higher analogy is control. Control is a deception. Control denotes a system of mastery, dominance, enslavement. It's in battle energies that says, I'm going to have to beat somebody down in order to stay on top. So 10/19/2025, struggle mentality. Remember, I told you that snake was the deceiver? You think you're on top of that snake, but that snake got you where he wants you. If you know anything about snakes, even after you cut their head off, they can still kill you. And that's really what's going on here. You think you're in the position of dominance just because you got your knee on it. You really just put yourself closer in danger. Why? Because you so busy celebrating your position, you didn't use the right tools to get the job done. See, you ain't even safe enough to cut the head off the snake. You just want a better position of dominance. And they show you that in nature a lot of times, where some creatures in nature will play dead just so you can get close enough for it to kill you. It plays submissive long enough for you to feel safe enough, and then it's all over. Eight, struggle, strength. Like I just got through said, control basically is a trick. Control already puts you in a position of exertion. So next line, 10/10, the most dangerous thing. But look at danger in the sense of duality. It's dangerous if you don't understand it. You become dangerous once you do. And even that's some bullshit. You become more proficient in yourself when you gain the awareness of what your core traumas are. 111. There's 11 people watching and one like. 111. You become aware of your potential. 10/10, core traumatic programming. Remember, I always tell you that we are a programmable being. The human is a programmable function, and the source code for like binary coding in computers, it shit works on humans too. 100011011000100101101010. One of the cores in there, it's where you've chosen to give all your potential to what you're trying to find, but it potentially has fooled you. 10/10. So your core traumatic programming, and I keep telling you that source code, it's a fear. The core trauma for almost anybody, if not everybody, is fear. Even when fear comes off as bravado. You understand that? He's fearless. He jumped from cliff to cliff. He's got a fear, all right. He's got an adrenaline deficit or adrenaline overload to where he can't control the energy. There go that dirty word again, control. So fear runs in all of us. It's at the root of almost all movements. Fear loaded in doubt, lack, greed, need, and many more different formats. The told you about that a few weeks ago about the parasitic organism that gets in a rat and makes the rat fearless enough to go get itself killed by a cat. Then the cat propagates the cycle by after eating the rat. then the other rats will eat the feces of the cat, and then the whole system starts again. Only thing safe, the virus, the parasite that was smart enough to make the rat stupid enough to do whatever was going to keep it in danger. Hi, you become stupid enough to where your strength is only masking your ability to get out of the struggle by thinking that you can achieve the event, if that didn't confuse you. So 1010, core traumatic programming. You have to understand what's at the basis of all existence. I'm telling you, it's fear. Overwhelm. It's the 10. Remember 1010? One of them 10s are already going to get you fucked up. Point blank. If you're choosing between two 10s, one of them is going to get you done up. So in this sense, you're going to become overwhelmed. It's the Lilith choices, which you hear me always saying. You're choosing between the knife and the gun. Neither one of them are going to save you. If you're making a choice between somebody with a knife and somebody with a gun and which one you got to go face, you didn't protect yourself. So next line, 11. That 1010, if you take them two fools, them zeros out of there, you're still left with two ones. You're still left in justification. I'm trying to find out which one is me by honoring the reflection process of duality. Duality has been getting us done up for so long that people can't figure out how to stop separating themselves. Too many of y'all out here are trying to use separation as a process of ending separation, and it ain't working. It's only working you more and more into erratic energy. So 11, where you justify separation at any level, if you do it at any level, it means you sponsor what pulls you apart by playing a role. We sponsor what's pulling us apart by playing a part in the whole process. You work for a system that you say doesn't work because you're trying to find a way to dismantle it instead of stop giving it your power. You work in a relationship that you're going to say that does not work by trying to stay in a relationship and proving who's right or who's wrong. Motherfuckers do that every day. We've all done that. Some of y'all need to stop. So 11, where you keep justifying where you've already seen separation and you're trying to use separation to get out of the separation, the only thing you keep creating is more separation. The shit's aimless. That thought is going to be the only thing you connected to. What was the thought? I need to get out of separation. How am I going to get out of separation? Move. You mean dislocate myself? Move. You mean separate myself from the situation by trying to use the separation to get rid of the situation that separated me? Everything I just said. Aimlessness. You're going to tell yourself that I have to move. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 is motion. So in the fact that when you keep justifying separation, every time you come out of your pie hole with another reason why you got to do something different, only thing you're doing is making more movements. Something you hear me say every day. You can get out here and you can picket, you can petition, you can put on pretty shirts, you can write signs and saying this is fascism, and this is my rights. These motherfuckers don't care. They know your rights, and they know that you've empowered them. We collectively have empowered them to take them away. And so it's foolish to think that begging them to realize what they're doing is wrong when that's the whole reason why they do it is because all you're going to do is say it's wrong. If all you're going to do is say it's wrong, but you don't exercise your rights on how to stop them from being wrong because you think that you have to wait for them to be right so that you can be right about them being wrong, see all that bullshit? See all that bullshit? 155. Potentially, the only thing you did was manipulate yourself. 55, the master manipulator. It is the chessboard. You keep showing up for the game. You just think that if you change the rules to the game, that everybody else going to play in with you too. The whole problem was, why are you playing games? 155. All the magic is in the manipulation. It is energetic investment. Investing in something that is only designed to pull you apart means you did it to yourself. If I give my energy to something that already told me it's going to screw me, I screwed myself. So the energetic investment keeps you sealed off in the need for ROI, which means you won't stop. ROI, return on investment. The minute that you believe in something and you invest your energy into it, it hurts your ego when you realize it's not going to work out. So much to the point to where the delusion process kicks in and you don't care about it's not working out. I just know that I need to keep pretending that it's working for me. Delusions. People can see what shit ain't working, but if it's working good enough to keep them safe, never mind that the end game is not going to make it to reality. So 155, it's your energetic investment. Oh, another card fell out too, so I'm going to own that one. The first one, 15, you're your own devil. You're helping harm yourself by giving away everything you know into what you want to see. Energetic investment. Man, I know the government ain't helping everybody. Yeah, but they helping me. So I'm gonna keep investment. I'm gonna keep investing. If you weren't here at the beginning, I told you that's the problem. If you give your energy to a system of control that thrives on the teeter-totter energy, eventually the teeter is going to want to be the totter, and the totter is going to have to teeter. Sooner or later, either the system's going to turn on everybody or the system is only going to demand a change of positions. And who was on bottom is now going to want to be on top by any means necessary. And whoever's on top is going to want to stay on top by any means necessary. And the only thing guaranteed is that the system's going to keep getting everybody energy, which basically denotes the second card that fell out. It's the same as the first. The only thing you know is struggle. As long as you achieve what you think you need to know to keep you safe, everything else free game. That's that ROI. I'm going to achieve my goals by all means necessary, and good luck if you don't make it to yours. It becomes that separatism. I need to do what's best for me, even if I clearly see it's not best for you. Good luck. So next line, 1199. Good luck. You will justify your end game. Everything I just got through saying, as long as your ROI ideology, what I want to see with the return on my investment, is becoming a highlighted goal, I don't give a fuck about nobody else's energy. You will justify your end game, aka your agenda. And I'm not telling you not to have an agenda, but sooner or later you gotta be smart enough to see that there's plenty of agendas designed to help you produce an agenda that will only support you using all your energy to keep the original agenda in play. This is that parasite that makes the rat think that they're strong enough to go up against a cat and don't care if they get killed, because the parasite don't give a shit about the cat or the rat. The parasite just wants the energy. So 1199, the justified end game or the agenda. I'm gonna show you two things. The parasite's agenda is survival. The parasite just wants somebody to show up. The parasite is a 5 energy. It just wants manipulation. Told you it's a 5 energy. 35. There's 3 versions of that 5. It wants your mind, your body, your soul. Holy shit. The parasite's in the rat's mind. Now the rat gets eaten. Now the rat is in the cat's body. Now the cat shits the rats out, and the rat keeps coming back to eat more. The rat's soul belongs to the parasite. You can't get free. You have been made so fearless by what the parasite wants you to see that you can't stop seeing it. And you don't understand that it is basically an innate fear. When you do things by repetition, so much to the point to where you're scared to not do them in repetition, ritual, it becomes a fear. That's how you control people. You take them out of their cycles and then give them the ideology of behavior as a format of return to normalcy. They'll do anything. Hell, look at 48 Hours. I know that's an old movie, but they're old on not 48 Hours, Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Dan Aykroyd would do anything to get back into his good life, including kill somebody. Holy sheep shit. There's a lot of people that would kill anybody else who don't look like or think like them to maintain what they got, because they're scared to have to learn to go without, because they're so used to making sure that everybody else stayed away from it. Oops. So 1199, the justified end game, you'll justify what you think will help keep your fear under control. 3, 5, the thought that is showing you the best way to move will be the only way that you know how to think. Hello, rat. So from there, you go to 344. Hello, rat. That thought, 344, will tell you how to manifest the best version of you. What's the best version of you? Endangering everybody else so I can verify my safety. I'll save you. Endangering everybody else so I can verify my safety. That's a normal human function. I don't care about what you got going on as long as you don't bring that bullshit over here. Almost everybody says it. You don't think deep enough to see it for what it is. Your inability to have compassion and recognize the instabilities of others means that you honor the instability of yourself, as long as the instability of others don't become a condition for you. You see the parasites and you don't worry about the eradication of the whole system. You just want the system to produce safety for you, when that's the whole trick. The system only produces safety for some. So 344, that thought of safety will show you how to manifest the best format for yourself but not for others. More overwhelmed. More overwhelmed. All it is you're gonna be so overwhelmed with choices and recognition points. Look at it, mass media, misinformation, things like that. You're gonna see where everything else is going wrong out here. That it's gonna become easier to pay attention to all the stuff wrong than what you're doing to contribute with it. Wholeness. So 344 is only going to produce more Wheel of Fortune bullshit. And again, for years I told you the Wheel of Fortune don't care about the ups and the downs. It just wants the energy. Remember I told you movement, manipulation is a 5 energy. 5 plus 5 is 10. Manipulation just places you in the middle, and now all you see is manipulation. Then guess what? The only thing you're going to choose? Manipulation, because it's all you see. You're just going to choose the best form of manipulation that will allow you that bullshit ass safety. So last line from 344 is 2. 2 is the connection point. I'm connected to the idea that I need to get to safety. That's already a fear mind. I don't need to connect to move to safety. I need to figure out why the fuck I'm in danger. I keep trying to tell y'all, you better learn your whys before you get out here and move in response to what you perceive to be a danger. You better figure out whether the danger is real. And even if you're going to say the danger is real, why am I so easily moved by the presentation of danger unless it's really just a reflection of the danger I've already allowed within myself? Your core trauma, fear. Your core trauma of I can easily be unnerved and moved by what I'm presented with because it endangers what I won't face. So that 2, your connection to what you believe will quench the fear, the core trauma, becomes greater than anything in the way. This is what you hear me call spiritual paranoia. You won't fix the shit that's going on in you. And again, healing is a trick. You won't face and release the conditions that you've allowed yourself to go through, traumatic memory points, traumatic experiences, things of that nature. You always have been taught and told that they are now greater than you, so you can't unwire from that thinking because you have invested in that system of safety when it clearly won't allow you to be free. So you don't know how to think for yourself, so you think for your traumas. So the only thing you do is connect to the traumas is how to get trauma free. Again, like I always say, y'all keep talking about I'm healing my traumas. You're right. You're giving all your energy into shit that you can't change that's designed to keep you being in change. So your connection to what you believe will quench the fear, the core trauma, becomes greater than everything. Spiritual paranoia becomes your limitations. It's the FAFO card. 3, 6. The thought will only show you 6 more traumas. A foundation steeped in traumas, everything you build will include the traumas. Everything that you create will already harbor the parasite, the trauma that will be designed to keep you from being free. 3, 6, 3, 6, 6. 3 6s, 666. You're your own devil. 666. Ain't no protons, neutrons, electrons. It's holy shit. My mind's traumatized. My body's traumatized. My soul traumatized. And I think that I need healing. So to guess what? The only thing I'm going to do is propagate the sickness. At that point, the parasite don't need to do anything for you because you will get out here and seek it. It becomes your drug. Healing becomes your drug because of the fear of release means that you're going to keep on signing more contracts to do the same, waiting on the same to show you something different. Make that shit make sense. So on 1019, where you have to choose what you're giving your power to, stop giving your power altogether, especially if giving your power still leaves your dumb ass paying the bills. God damn, we dumb. We give all our power to a system, but we still paying all the bills to a system that don't even support us, that does not even support us. Make it make sense. And when in the minute that you do make it make sense and it's some bullshit that came out your mouth, slap yourself. That's probably where you're going to need to start. When you can slap yourself with your own idiocracy, then there's a chance for everybody else to get better. Wholeness.